Hey guys, YipperX5 here, and I'm doing another Star Sonata 2 gameplay. This is actually going to be my second video that I'm going to be producing. I actually just made the other video, and it's in the process of uploading right now, so you guys probably will see both of these at the same time. Anyway, where we left off was we had just finished going through the very basic tutorial of how to fly, how to do things, and how to kill AI. What I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to try and help pound that a little bit better into your head so that you can understand how to use your items more effectively, and maybe we'll do a little bit more Nexus missions. So we're going to go ahead and do all of the missions available in this AI version right here, which we're going to go ahead and start out with Ahab, which is the gentleman that walked up next to us right after we finished our previous quest. So basically this guy sounded the alarm, and that's why we needed to come here. What he wants me to do is he wants me to go kill some space rats, and he's going to give me 100,000 credits to do that. So that's some good change. We'll go ahead and do that. We're going to go ahead and get this guy's attention. And now be careful because these space rats are really strong for their level. So what we're going to do is we're going to fire at him a couple of times, switch to our laser, and fire our super weapon. And there it is. Boom. Now we're going to come over here and we're going to scoop up this box, which is a ration. We might need those later, so we'll hang on to them. Get this thing's attention, avoid getting chewed up by his really high damage rate of fire weapons. Joey's going to come help us out so we can actually save some energy on this kill. So go ahead and grab that, and we're going to go ahead and fly up here and take out this one. Okay, got his attention, string up that kite, avoid getting shot. Going to go ahead and now we're going to switch to our laser, fire laser, and our super weapon, and boom, there it is. Alright, cool. So now what he wants us to do is he wants to say that we need to go to the next level and kill some more of them, which is called tunnels and droppings. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and scoop up the chute power cables and the rations. We're going to open up our thing. Okay, so basically what happened to us is we got an augmenter, which allows us to, this is a permanent upgrade to your ship. What it does is it makes your ship stronger in some fashion. Like for example, this one right here gives you 10% more turning, 10% more shield recharge, 11% more energy recharge, and 10% more thrust. So it makes you generally a little bit better of a ship altogether. So what we'll go ahead and do is we're going to continue to, we're going to kill these AI and attempt to make everything run a little bit faster. Not run a little bit faster. Get these credits, because that's what we need right now. Right now we have about 500,000 credits, which is awesome actually. See, we keep taking damage, so we're going to press number 1, and that's going to make it so where we get some shields back, jumps our shield region up pretty high. This thing's got some really long range. Wow, that's actually kind of shocking. And we're going to stay away from it. And we're gonna keep shooting. That's the key right there. Is just always keep putting damage down on the target. Don't let it take advantage of the fact that you're much weaker than it is. Alright, so we're gonna aim at this guy, pop him a couple of times, get his attention, switch to this, fire our super weapon, and boom. That's what we call a nuke. Alright, now we gotta go kill some king rats, because those were giant rats. So now, surely we must have to kill the king rats. So I'm just going to fire a weapon a few times, get its attention, and rinse and repeat. Alright, so these things have a little bit more HP. And I'm guessing since they fire 3 bullets, each bullet does less damage, but more overall DPS. And then boom. Alright, so we took him out. Cool. Now he says that wasn't good enough and he wants us to go to the next level. What did we get? We got a rat heart. Oh, wow. Which is 1250 bank and 44 energy regen every second. Wow, that's a lot better than our cold fusion. Actually, no, it's not. It's worse. It's better than the other one, the starting energy flux capacitor. So now what he wants us to do is he wants us to kill some of these huge rats and some of these queen rats. So go ahead and grab our string. There it is. Come on. Now we're just going to kite along. So what we're going to do is we're probably going to drop this guy to about 30–40% HP, somewhere in that neighborhood. and we'll just, so hold on, here we are. Now I'm going to press E to lock onto my this, and then I'm going to get my cadet beam, fire a couple times, and press number 2, and delete it. And then we're going to press number 1 to get our shield regen back, and we're going to fly in and go ahead and start combat with the next AI, because we're back at full energy and full stats. We actually have a lot of shield regen right now because of our shield salvation device that we just popped. And we're looking good right now, you know. These AI really are, they do a lot of damage. Like if you sit here and, like, I'll just try and I'll show you. If I try to tank it, look at how fast my HP is going down. You know, you can't fight these AI like that. So you'll pop your shield salvation device, instantly go from 17 to 57 HP regen, and now it's going to have a much harder time killing me. So I'm going to switch to my laser, fire my super, and boom, you can't deal with this rat. You can't mess with me. Alright, cool. So we popped the 2 of them that we needed to pop. I'm going to go ahead and fly down here and kill one of these purple things, or pink, or whatever color that is. And then we'll go turn our mission, hopefully. I don't know what else this guy had and for me. What's way over there? Oh, Radimo. Alright, I think what we're going to have to do is after we kill this one, I suspect... No, I actually know. I've played this game for a long time. So, we're going to have to fight Radimo. Radimo is like a boss, so I'll show you how he works out. Oh, see, it launched a space rat kitten at me. That's like a little helper of it. So we're going to fire a laser a couple of times, fire a super device at it, I'm going to swing back in, and fire a weapon. Boom! Done. Alright, cool. Now he wants me to go kill Radimo because Radimo took his leg. So he's going to give me 350,000 credits for that. Wow, that's a lot. All right, so Radimo is going to take a little bit of extra effort to kill because he's going to have a lot of HP. So watch, I'm just going to show you. We're going to fire at him one time. Actually, I did 7 damage. Are you kidding me right now? 14 damage. Okay. Oh, and I've got this little space rat kitten still following me. That's like a little fighter, basically. The rats will release them, and then they'll just sit there and they'll do damage to you. So we're going to go ahead and pop that. And we're just going to fly over and scoop that loot. Look at the amount of spray he fires. Jeez, man. Okay. So all of his shots don't do as much damage per shot, but there's a lot more of them. So try not to get hit by too much. So see, he wants to fire at me. So I'm just going to rush him really quick. Oh, wow, it didn't work. Why didn't it work? Okay. Rush him, press 2. Pop him with my mass driver device. And we're going to keep trying to fight this guy. We're not going to rush into him because that would be suicide. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and stay out of his range. Oh, wow, he got faster and fires a lot quicker. Okay. So be careful because whenever some bosses, if you drop them down, like I dropped him down to 75%, so he had a special happen to him, which basically makes him do a little bit more damage really quick and basically gives him a chance. Now, these are the things. Oh, see, now he's did it again. So it tells me he's got it on a cooldown of some kind, or he's set to do it like every 10%. That is every 10%. It's probably a cooldown. So we're going to come in, we're going to pop him a few more times, pop him some more times. Switch to our laser, fire our mini mass driver that missed a shot, which did a lot of damage still. So basically, if I let him shoot me and I stop pressing my thrust, it'll push me out of his damage. So I won't take as much damage. So we're going to fire this a few more times. We're going to press 2, switch to our laser, zap, there it is. We just killed our first boss, guys. Congratulations. Go ahead and scoop up the rations. Now he wants us to fly back and say hi to him, be like, "Hey guy, thanks for doing all that for me." So we'll go ahead and do that. I actually won't show you all of the missions from this one because one of the missions takes me up to this base, and this base there's a robot there that wants me to go do a whole separate chain, kind of like this one but a little bit harder. So we'll go ahead and he said I would have died out there alone. So basically what happened is doing that mission I gained a few things. I got a dung pellet, which is a physical weapon that actually doesn't use any electricity at all, so it's like a secondary weapon. It doesn't have a phenomenal amount of range. It has about half of what your ion cannon does, but it's nice. You got a shield that's probably useless, so we'll go ahead and sell that. 200 credits. We got a rat heart that is not that great. So we'll sell that. Oh, look, another 200 credits. We actually got an Andy radar too, which if I'm not mistaken, I didn't even have a radar on my ship. That's crazy. I didn't realize that. Didn't spawn with a radar, guys. That's yes, go me. Or I sold it by mistake. So what I got is I got a bubble and squeak. What this is awesome energy. All right, you see my cold fusion has 210 bank and 72 regen every second and a half, or every second and a fifth. So now what we want to do is we want to equip our bubble and squeak. We can't do that because we don't have the energy level or electrical engineering level to use it. So what we'll go ahead and do is we are going to go to our skills, and we have 23 skill points available to us, and we want to get electrical engineering. So we're going to upgrade that skill, and that drops us down to 18. And now we can equip the bubble and squeak. You'll notice bubble and squeak gives me 30% more shields and 30% more rate of fire. So I'll fire faster. I'll have what is it? You're gonna be on 72, right? Yeah, 72. So basically, I get like 15 more regen. That's awesome. So we'll go ahead and equip that, and we'll go ahead and sell our cold fusion. It gives us a lot more shields, some higher rate of fire, so we'll do more damage, and all the fun stuff. So what is this one? A better ship. So training piloting to level 1, and she'll want us to upgrade our ship. Okay. I assume that's a girl. So we're going to go to skills. Now piloting is a significantly more expensive skill than weaponry, so keep that in mind. It's actually 4 plus 2 times your level, so it's much more skill points once you get to higher levels. So we're going to acquire that. Awesome. Now she wants us to buy an upgrade for this ship. So purchase a Zebu card, a heavy Zebu card upgrade. You can find this in the hulls tab in the trade bay. Okay. So we're going to go to the trade bay. We're going to go to ship, which is where this is at, and we want to get the heavy Zebu card upgrade. So we'll buy that. Now what it wants us to do is great. Now I can upgrade my ship. Okay, so close. Now I got to use the upgrade. Now in order to use the upgrade, what you have to do is you have to double click on it. All right. See what it does is it upgrades my Zebu card, Advanced Zebu card, or Zebu card Plus into a ship of a heavy Zebu card. What it is it's got more hull. See, this one has 86 hull. It'll give me 100 hull, so it'll give me 14 more hull. I don't actually know what my max speed is, so it's actually not going to increase my max speed at all. What it'll do is it will increase the size, I think, by a little bit. My augmenters will go from, same, built-in items, shield salvation. Built-in items, shield salvation device, mini mass driver, 15% protection from laser, and so I get more laser resistance. I'll get improves turning by 100%, which is accurate, thrust by 100%, and critical hit resistance by 50%. So they're all basically the same. So basically I get a little bit more hull, and I think more weapons. No, the same amount of weapons, the same amount of augmenters, and the same devices, and just 15% laser protection. Which, okay, awesome. That's the thing you want to keep in mind as you get random upgrades as you go along. So we'll click on that. Boom, there it is. Now we have 111 hull space. We actually have more hull space because of this. It gives 11 more hull space. Okay, that's an expander. There's different categories of items, as you'll find out throughout the game. So let's see. Amazing, you have a brand new ship. Awesome, thanks. So now what we want to do is, what does he want? Deliver stolen Vulcan plans to Earth Force Command and Earth Force Outposts. Okay. Accept. And then we'll go ahead and start this mission as well. She wants us to fly the janitor's outpost and get our droning to level 1. So what we're going to do is we're going to close that out. We're going to fly up here really quick, and we're going to go get our... you might notice the ship looks a little different. Not really, actually. It's just a little bit bigger. It's basically the same skin, but just like a tiny bit. I think these wings are a little bit bigger. I'm not 100% sure. So we'll go ahead and dock. And we'll get our drone deployment to level 1. And that leaves us with 8 piloting points. Okay, cool. We can actually get our piloting up one more level here, which I'm going to go ahead and do that purely because I really want the what does this do? I really want the Zebu gunship, because what that does is that actually gives me a missile. It gives me more hull, higher max speed, makes me a little bit bigger. Same weapons. I got a Zebu missile launcher and a Zebu missile device. So, and a mini mass driver. I actually lose my shield salvation, but I don't need it anymore because I'm going to be using my missiles more often. And I think I lose my resistance to lasers, if I'm not mistaken. I do. It's still a light fighter. No, 15% protection from energy, 15% protection from lasers. So I actually gain more resistances. So I'm going to improve my shields by 30%, energy by 30%, and then turning thrust and critical hit resistance. So awesome. So we'll go ahead and snap that. And now what we have is we have a missile now that we can use. So we'll go ahead and remove this from our thing because we don't need it. We do, however, need this. So 1 is our missile. Oh, what have I done? Okay. Zebu launcher. Alright, so 2 is now our missile, and 3 is our mini mass driver. What you can do is you can switch those if you want. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to go ahead and keep this on 2 because I'm used to it, and I'll keep the missile on that. So now watch. What we're going to do is we're going to fly away. Now if you look, our ship actually is different. It's got more pointy things going on. So we're going to go ahead and grab this, and we're going to press 3, and look, fires out 2 missiles, and boom! And then we'll fire out our mini mass driver, and we'll just wreck that thing's face. So this ship's really awesome, and it's totally worth the like 300,000 I think I just paid for it. So now what I'm going to do is we're going to go dock back at the base, and we're going to get another free item. Now there's several different ways you can do damage in this game. There's from your ship. What you can do is you can create things called combat slaves, which are basically just like drones that fly around you. And they're like drones, and I say drones, I mean like automated fighters that do their own thing. You'll build a ship or capture it, and you will get... Oh, sorry about that. What you can do is you can put gear and augmenters and weapons on it and put a trade bot on, or a control bot on it, and what it'll do is it'll become your controllable combat vessel that'll fly around you and protect you and fight things that you fight and whatnot. So that's really neat and awesome. Okay, so what we got from her was we got a pest drone factory. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this thing on 0 because that's a really good spot for it. Now, in my opinion, it keeps me my head clear of what I'm doing. I'm actually going to throw my missile device over here too. I'm going to keep them separate though because I don't like them being right next to each other. So now what we got to do is we got to go report to this place right over here to finish up this mission. So we're going to fly over there. I'm going to hit F to warp. I didn't tell you guys that, and I guess I probably should have. I feel kind of dumb now. It's not in my original video. I'll probably go in and edit that. So what's this? She gets some information. Okay. So now we got to go defend a place called Whiskey Outpost. Whiskey Outpost is connected to this galaxy. And what this is like the bar place that the cadets will go hang out. And so since we got our gunship now, we're probably going to do just fine. But they're going to send in some reinforcements just to be 100% sure. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to come over here to where the combat's going to be happening. They're actually not going to start fighting us like this. So we're going to press S to stop. We're going to lay our pest drone. Come over here. We're going to fire some missiles at it. We're going to fire our mini mass driver. Now we're going to fire our ion cannons at it. And see, our drones actually, this is like a platform. This is another form of damage that we can do. You can lay a little like a drone, either sits stationary or kind of hovers around your ship, and it's a temporary thing. And what it does is it's got weapons and energy of its own, and it kind of just does its own thing. So we're going to fire some missiles at that guy and kind of kill him as quickly as possible. Keep firing, keep firing, keep firing. More missiles. Keep firing. Cool. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to pop another pest drone down. Gonna keep firing. We're gonna fire some missiles at him. And, oh, look at that! He just got like his face wrecked. Oh, see, there's some debris. All right, so this is a Vulcan commander, and what he wants to do is he wants to kill you because you just killed his friends. So now he's not happy with you, to say the least. And you got all these little cadet ships helping you out, helping you fight this guy. So I'm going to go ahead and lay this drone. Oh, the thing to note is while you're moving, your drones will actually move with you. And they'll eventually slow down. They have a very, 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 very weak brake that only works whenever they're moving. So, cool. Congratulations, guys. We just defended Whiskey Outpost. Good job, everybody. So all these guys are happy. Oh, there's a thing that you should know. There's some really cool items in this base, so you should check it out. This is actually a base. It's not just a random thing like the Vulcan thing was. What you can do is you can go in here. See, this actually gives you access to a lot of stuff. Maybe not any skills per training, because you can't train while you're drunk. But you can actually buy, I think everything's available in this one. You can get Space Whiskey and Fine Space Whiskey. You can actually buy those here for some reason. I don't know why. Let me see, do they have any special shields that you guys should worry about? No, they don't. They don't even have any special ships or even the ship upgrades, because those are only available like here at the Nexus. No special engines. Nothing like that. No really that special items. No special scoops. Oh, drone scoop. That's what you actually need to scoop your drones whenever you have real drones later on. We'll talk about that later. Get all your different tractor beams. No special items in here that I can tell. And here it is. Okay, this is called a gen mill or a gen mill, however you want to pronounce it. And this is probably one of the coolest Tech 3 energies that I think I've ever seen. Because if you look, you've got the ion bank, which gives you 71 regen with a bank of 5,000. It improves your damage by 15%. You've got this one that has 12,000. Look at the size of this. This is 44. This is almost 100 size. That would be like almost my entire house space to put this on there to get 12,000 energy. But, you know, you can store a lot of energy. And it doesn't charge very fast at all. See, this charge is actually half, like a little under half the speed of the other one, and it weighs a lot, and it's just really big. Now the gen mill is a compromise. Well, actually, no, what this is a special type of energy. It's called fueled energy. What you have to do is you have to give it a fuel that allows it to generate its energy. Otherwise, it's 50%. Even still, 50% of 128. That's 64 energy regen. That's almost as much as the ion bank. Alright, it doesn't have the bank of the ion bank, and it doesn't give you the bonus damage, but it does give you a lot of energy regen, which is awesome. That's 128 units of electricity per 1.2 seconds. But the downside is every 2 minutes you have to give it a space whiskey. You can find space whiskey in various parts, which is a fuel, you know. So you'll figure out how long you want to be gone, and the more you use it, the more often it'll. As long as if it's regenerating without burning its regen and not at max, if it's like basically if it's under max bank, then it's burning at the 2 per or the 1 per 2 minutes. So if it's at full, I think it burns like half as slow. I think it needs one like every 4 minutes or so. I could be wrong on that one, but that's okay. So now what we want to do, the Vulcan are gone, but the outpost was badly damaged. Alright, so cool. So she says, hey, travel the Nexus and explode the debris field near the gun. I can't be sure our previous efforts contain the Vulcan were really working. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the Nexus, and we're going to go ahead and do a little more exploring. Alright, so we're going to go explore a debris field. I guess she wants me to do something. I don't know what she wants me to do. Let's see, missions. Do I need surgical damage or anything? Okay. Also, I need to go over to this spot. They have a new ship. Okay, so they have something called an Outlaws Volcom. Okay, so this is like, I guess, a more powerful version of the previous one. So we're going to go ahead and... Oh, I pressed number 2 by mistake. I meant to press the other one. So we're going to go ahead and get that one's attention. We're going to go ahead and drop a drone. And we're going to fight this thing and attempt to kill it as quickly as possible. So as you can tell, I'm a little bit slower at turning than I was before. And we're actually going to have Joey the Bruiser come over here and help us out, which is cool, because Joey's kind of an animal. Cool. Alright, so that's all we needed to do. So now we're going to go check out the janitor outpost and see how that's doing, and figure out what to do from there. Okay. So, we're going to go ahead and call a conclusion to this one, because this is the other mission I was telling you about, where it's going to take a really long time to do this one all on of its own. Because he wants me, he's a creaky robot, he wants me to go in and kill a bunch of flies and help out this dude called Slime Bottle. And what he'll do is he'll give me some interesting, I think he'll give me a good engine, and I might even go check out the Ganglite research facility. You never know. Lots of interesting things happen. Actually, I don't think I'll be doing that in this mission. Anyway, what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to draw a conclusion to this epically long video, and we'll see you next time. I am YipperX5. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button down the bottom if you liked this video. Leave some comments. Let me know what you guys think, what you like, what you didn't like, and what I can do better to improve my videos. Anywho, I'll catch you the next time.